Hey guys, and welcome to League of Legends. I am SeiferKatt, and today we're casting a normal queue game, the donator of which is Pickle Knight, who is playing Israel. Also playing in this game, we have Shen, played by Lilith Money, we have Vayne, played by Shinjob, we have Lee Sin, played by Altair Ezio, we have Nidalee being played by GetPwned333, and Cassidon's being played by Sweeter Potato. On the red side, purple side, whatever, we've got Vi being played by Granty Mondo, we've got Lux being played by Britazola, we've got Thresh being played by Dr. Tickles MD, Pickle Knight, as I said, is playing Israel, and Spider-Woman, I'm going to remember her name, Elise, is played by Shadow Chad 111. We've got two numbers on either side. We've got a 333 and a 111. Which side will win? It's really the big question. So, now that we've got that out of the way, we're seeing some sort of average jungle protection, nothing too different as always. Altair is probably planning some assassinations. I have heard he has a creed of some sort, and he is spanning 2 generations of assassins, so that's very exciting for that Lee Sin. Meanwhile, Elise, she's just going to go stand at the tower. She's probably going to go in here. No, she's just wandering around, that's cool. And purple team is being very cautious about the blue, being very afraid of a steal. Nidalee, on the other hand, is just placing some traps down and just sitting in the bush, waiting for her cute young boy to come in, probably in the form of Israel. So everyone is probably realizing there's no invade coming, but this is the most dangerous part, as you know. This is when the enemy is most likely to strike, just before the blue buff strikes. Of course, since we see both teams, we know that's not happening, but, you know, it's something they've got to be worried about either way. So, of course, the buffs spawn at 155, and they're off! That was a little bit late. Or early. You know what? I'm going to blame the buffs for that. I am going to claim no responsibility for that. Alright, and Cassidon is now in lane. Elise is in lane. Nidalee is in lane. They're all getting into lane. That's what happens at the start of the game. It would be a very odd start to a game if they didn't. And Fire's finished off her jungle camps. Meanwhile, Lee Sin, a little bit behind. Assassinations and the frontal effect don't tend to go so well. Meanwhile, there we go. The bottom is starting its thing. We've got some Nidalee and some Thresh support. Thresh support is very scary, as you'll probably know, because that hook, he will pull you out of there and he will just wreck you. Well, he won't wreck you himself, obviously, but Israel will punish that. Meanwhile, in top, we've got Elise sort of punishing Shen, but I mean, Shen's lack of range will cause that to be a problem. And bottom lane, just farming. Just farming. I mean, it's good times. Of course, there is a Nidalee trap just in that brush, but, you know, if you don't go into it, you don't have anything to worry about. But of course, Thresh likes to hide in brushes. There's a lot of characters who like to. I imagine a team... Oh, good spear by Nidalee there. But then Israel takes a shot back. Nidalee could be very scary later on if she builds AP. But of course, if she doesn't build AP, then... You know, she's going to be just a pussycat, really. I think Thresh just dodged that so Israel could take the hit. Oh, and Nidalee's caught. She's taken a lot of damage, taken down to quarter health, but she's off. Thresh wants to go in, but has decided that may be bad. But Vayne has knocked her against the wall. Barrier's used, and Israel gets first blood against Vayne. Meanwhile, Israel's not done yet. He wants the Nidalee. Shot sort of goes off, but doesn't happen. And Nidalee is down. Double kill for Pickle Knight. Well done. That's an excellent start for your AD carry. And of course, Thresh got an assist on that. He only got one. I don't know what he was doing for the other one. Meanwhile, we've got something happening in mid. Lee Sin coming in to take out Lux. Hits a minion. Doesn't go straight to her. Takes a little bit of damage. And counter gank by Vi. Lee Sin down at half. Decides, you know what? I think my life's worth more than that. And backs off. Just calmly, politely. And just goes back to maybe punch some wolves for a while. Meanwhile, Shen and Elise... Very close fighting, but not actually anything happening. Just farming. Now, Lux versus Cassidon, I've done a little bit of this myself, and I always have problems as the Lux. I like to play Lux a lot. Big Lux player, and as Cassidon gets on levels, it's going to be a big problem for Lux. But we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, Thresh has had enough there, maybe going to go spend his ill-gotten gold. What is he going to buy? Who knows? Mystery. He's going to buy Philosopher's Stone. That's a good choice. Meanwhile, Nidalee is... Oh, what is going on? Yep, that's what Cassidon will do to a Lux. Nidalee was going around beside Israel, but it looks like nothing happened there. So Lux is going to have a harder time as the game goes on, as I was saying, because especially as Cassidon starts to get his ult, his teleporting around the field, Lux being all skill shots is going to have a problem with that. Red is noticing Nidalee has wandered off, but she's just placing a ward, don't worry guys. But Red team has acknowledged that and said, hey, we've got a ward here. You know, you should probably be careful if you're coming to gank, Vi. And, oh, another excellent hook by Thresh. Iz goes in on it and gets a kill. Meanwhile, Lee Sin comes in to back up, kicks into Mr. Thresh, but Mr. Thresh will flash away and be perfectly safe. Oh, that was good. And Ezreal grabs the lantern. Because, you know, if you are in the darkness, you just should grab a lantern. That's what my father always taught me. So, 3 kills to 0 on the side of Purple Team. That's a good, very good start, in fact. You can't say anything bad about that start. All to Ezreal. He should probably go back to buy soon. I mean, he's holding 1800 gold. I mean, he could buy a BF sword if he wanted to. But, I mean, is that really what Ezreal should buy first off? Probably not. Meanwhile, blue team has realised Lux has gone wandering. But she's coming back into lane. Don't worry, Kassadin. Your friend is here now. But Kassadin has hit level 6. He doesn't have any damage items aside from a Doran's Blade at this point. So, nothing Lux should be too afraid of. But Vi's coming in for the gank. You can see it. She said it. But Lux really can't do anything with that. There's just too much minions at the tower. And Kassadin's backing off. Oh, is Kassadin going to go down? No, he's just going to recall. He's going to go pick up some damage items. He's holding 1,000 gold, probably a blasting rod. That's what I would do. But I'm not a very good Kassadin, as you may have seen before. I did look. He's picked up... Oh, he's going for the Rod of Ages. He's picked up a Sapphire Crystal and a Ruby Crystal. He just likes his gems. Which, you know, power to him. Who doesn't like gems? Meanwhile, Lise and Shen, this is not the most exciting lane at the moment. They're just farming. 34 to 36 farm. They're just farming. There's really nothing exciting happening here. Bottom lane, though, is where all the action is. Also mid lane. Mid lane's about to be where a lot of action is. Meanwhile, those blue buffs will be coming back in a second, and Lee Sin comes around to try and gank Elise, but she's already out of there. Like the Spider Queen she is. But Thresh misses that hook. That's okay, Thresh. You've gotten other good hooks. You can miss one occasionally. And that is what Kassadin's going to do to Lux. Now, see, Lux didn't like that. The only problem is Kassadin's going to keep doing that. So, if Kassadin gets a couple of kills on Lux, or even keeps pushing her out of lane, that's going to be a problem. What I'm afraid of now, this is again my own experience, that Lux is going to give this blue buff to Kassadin. She's taking a little bit longer to get it than perhaps if I would have liked. And Lee Sin is stealing Wraiths. That's just sad, Lee Sin. They were going to use those ghosts later. Meanwhile, Lee Sin is hiding in here, but Lux does see him. Lux is like, hey, what are you doing? But Vi's coming in as well. Now, Vi is going for the counter gank, but it may not be needed. Lux is hurt again, and Vi just comes in, goes fist swinging, but nothing really happens there. Meanwhile, bottom lane, a spear goes right between the AD and the support of Purple Team. You know, I imagine she just turns to cat form, puts her little paws up and goes, I don't know what went wrong there. I don't know why she had to be cat form to do a sort of shrug emote, but... Oh! Shen's going in and doing not much damage. That is not an exciting top lane. But, you know, sometimes you get lanes that are not too exciting. Oh! Ezreal is hit by a spear and taken down to a 3/4 health. That's right, Nidalee has got no AP items. She's not going to be scary. Meanwhile, Shen has built 2 null magic mantles. A little bit unusual, but I guess he's worried about what Elise is going to do. In the meantime, though, against Ezreal, their tank is not going to be the best. And Ezreal is the one to be frightened of with his BF sword. Meanwhile, Vayne's still only got a Doran's Blade. She's got 1600 gold, so she could buy something with that. Oh, and the ult comes out. Everyone is hit by it. Nice ult from Pickle Knight. Meanwhile, no, nothing's going up there. I thought Vi was going to engage, but Vi instead is just killing golems. And Purple pushes to blue side. Computer wishes to know if Ezreal is taking a break. That is a good question. Are you taking a break, Ezreal? And he says, no, I'm off to buy my boots of attack speed. So, you know, it's a good idea. Lee Sin probably won't go in, but, you know, nothing's happening there anymore, so he's just going to go kill his golems as well. Golems are the thing that get hit when top on purple side or bottom on blue side all of a sudden isn't the best place to gank anymore. It's like you're all excited, you rush there and you're like, eh. You know, again, cat form, shrug. Catform Shrug is just what you should always do in this game. So we've reached the 10-minute mark, and 10-minute mark we have Purple Team ahead by almost 2k gold, whereas Kassadin trying to make a play on Lux, but Lux is playing very cautiously. Good work, Lux. Meanwhile, Vi, not so cautiously, wards up their blue buff. They should be coming back in about 12 minutes, assuming they got it on time. I wasn't tracking that. And let's see, Israel's ahead by 3 kills and 10 CS from the enemy Vayne. Vayne is coming back with a Bilgewater Cutlass, probably going for a Bork first off. That's Blade of the Ruined King, if you didn't know what a Bork is. I'm not talking about a Swedish chef. Ooh. Another spear. Oh no, Lux is in trouble now, but a flash will save her life. And where's Vi? Vi! Ah, she's going to go for Kassadin, but I think she's more covering the lane because I do not see Lux staying around. No, Lux is going to stay around, probably to help out, but Lux is in a very dangerous situation. Oh, meanwhile, top lane, we have Elise being ganked by Lee Sin. Will she make it out of this? Probably, if Lee Sin does a flash and sort of a teleport thing. Is his ult even up? It is. Could have flashed and kicked her back, but that's not happening anymore. So top lane remains its neutral point. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Purple Team is pushed towards Blue Team's tower. Not all the way. You know, Purple Team's not greedy or... Oh, however, Lee Sin's coming back for that Elise. Shoots the Q too far and misses completely. Ah well, you'll get it next time, Lee Sin. You can crush that spider. You know, you're an assassin. Meanwhile, Kassadin is wandering south. Or bot, as is commonly called. A hook goes out and Kassadin decides this is the time to go in. He's going straight for Israel. No, he's going to go for whoever he can. Does seem like Israel was the main target. He'll probably make it out, but Thresh on the other hand, Thresh is very low and Thresh is down. Israel fires his ult and hits Shinjob, which by the way, Shinjob, creepy name. Meanwhile, Vi is up top, ganking top. Because what else would you do at top as a jungler? Not much. Lux is just pushing mid. Lux is like, whatever. I could have followed that, but why bother? So losing Thresh, not the best situation, but hey, at least you've got the AD carry alive. But bottom tower is at low health, it's below half, below a quarter. They're going to destroy that before anyone gets back, and that'll be the first tower of the game to Blue Team, which will equalize the gold and put them only 800 gold behind. Not an exact number, of course, but hey. Israel is now back in lane, and he realizes his tower is gone. That's disappointing to him. You know, that tower, he kept all his pictures of, I don't know, cats. He kept his pictures of the future in there. His Pulsefire Israel. He's like, this is my time machine and you destroyed it! You fools! Now we can never go back! Now Cho'Gath will eat the world. Because that's why Pulsefire Israel came back. We all know that, to stop Battlecast Cho'Gath. But, of course, since Battlecast Cho'Gath came here, we can only assume some sort of Dragon Ball Z Cell thing happened. Meanwhile, Blue Team is very excited to steal their blue. And Lux suffers the brunt of it. We've got a 4-man gank here. Ouch. And Vi is kind of not wanting that blue buff anymore. They didn't have any wards there, so how did... Oh, I guess they... And now blue is going for dragon. Oh, is Purple Team, Red Team going to contest it? They're going to try as an ult from Israel comes through, but ultimately not much they can do. And Blue Team's out hit by 300 gold. And Vayne goes back to farm bottom lane. So that was a very good movement from Blue Team to get that kill on Lux, which she was going to get her blue. And also the dragon. I mean, that is a good thing. That is how you make a comeback. Admittedly, a comeback at, 13 minutes isn't that big a deal, but anyway you get a comeback, it's a comeback. And, yeah, how are we going top lane? The farm is very identical, 2 farm between it. Mid, Lux is doing better than Kassadin. I'm a little bit surprised about that. But then again, Kassadin did get a kill and an assist, so Kassadin is actually ahead. But, it's fine. Meanwhile, Israel is ahead of Vayne by only 500 gold. That is decent, but it is not enough to be able to start snowballing, I would imagine. Meanwhile, Nidalee looks like she's probably going to go for an Archangel Star first. She's got a Tear of the Goddess, and so she's building that up. It's at 168. Oh, actually, hang on, Lee Sin's in a bit of trouble. That hook goes out, but it misses completely. Snares miss completely, and ult Misses most of the team completely. Darn. Red team. That would have been nice to hit some of those. But I don't think I need to tell them that. I think they're quite aware of that. Meanwhile, Israel has been going down on by Cassidy, but Cassidy is down. Lee Sin tries to go for Israel, but Lee Sin is overextended and run into the red/purple team, and Israel is not involved in this conversation at all. Lee Sin goes down, and red, probably purple, red, purple. It's the same color in my mind, because color blindness. And purple team is going to take down their first tower of the game. Vayne has gone too far forward. Ults and ults everywhere. Just actually one. It's Lux's ult, but Elise is down, and that puts purple team another 2k ahead. Well, 2k total. So that blue, you probably don't want to do that. It was admirable, but you know we all want to see you kill Israel. Israel is very strong, but unfortunately he is coated in vinegary goodness because he is a Pickle Knight. I want to make that clear. So, yeah. Meanwhile, Israel has completed his Bloodthirster, and Vayne has not quite got her boar. She is still a few hundred gold away from that, and she's just going to leave with that. Meanwhile, Elise is brought very low by Cassidy, but, you know, she leaves. She's got her spider children. You know, you got to respect a woman with spider children. Actually, no. No, you don't have to respect a woman with spider children. I knew a girl like that once, and it was fucking terrifying. I just want to put that out there, okay? If a girl ever says, hey, do you want to see my children? Always say no, just in case they're spider children. But I digress. Blue team is meeting up in mid lane, and blue team looks like they want to get a tower. Only Vi's there to stop them at the moment, but we've got Thresh and Lux coming in. Israel throws an ult out there, another ult from Lux. Cassidy is brought very low, and Vi just clears up the tower. Thresh is probably going to... No, he's not going to go for the hook. Shen is standing at the fountain. Oh no, is Shen disconnected? Has Shen given up on life? Has Shen said, noob team, I'm not playing anymore? This is some of the action we get with these, you know, lower tiered games. Where sometimes, maybe he's got a baby to worry about. Maybe he asked to see Elise's children and saw spider babies and just noped the fuck out of there. I can fully respect that. Sometimes, even Ninja have to nope the fuck out of there. Meanwhile, Thresh is just wandering around, and purple team is making a couple of hits on that. Pickle Knight has a mostly farmed up Bloodthirster, so he can do some serious damage right now with, what's his AD? 215 AD? That's impressive. Meanwhile, Vayne's AD is 138. Not as impressive. Not even near as impressive. In fact, we're ashamed of you, Vayne. I mean, you've got more attacks. Oh, an excellent hook from Thresh to catch the cat, but the cat leaps away like an adorable cat. Cat, TSM cat. Go cat. Anyway, Elise... Oh no, Shen is back. Was Shen waiting to buy something, perhaps? No? Shen must have just wandered off. And now he's back to looking at Elise's spider babies. But they both harm each other a little bit, and not much else happens. Meanwhile, we completely missed a really good kill, as Vi and three others of purple team killed Lee Sin. And Cassidy is badly hurt. Lux's ult is sadly down, and oh, here comes Shen, coming to protect the team. Elise, Nidalee is here as well. Elise is still on top. Cassidy's very low. He is on fire. Kills Israel before he goes down. That's a good idea, things to do when you're ignited. And a catch from Thresh. Thresh is very low, and Vayne takes the kill on Thresh. Vi is gonna just run. She's just gonna run. And Elise is asking, hey, have you guys seen my kids? Because I don't know where they went. I think I must have lost them in the jungle. Again, if a woman ever says, hey, do you want to lose my kids in the jungle? Say no. The police are really suspicious if you say you lost some woman's children in a jungle. Even if you tell them they're spider babies, the police will look at you like you're crazy. But again, I digress. So, purple team is 3k ahead. I'm not sure what's up with these digressions. I apologize, especially to my new viewers. And Israel fires a quick ult up at the top just to get a bit of CS and also to push that back, which, you know, I always like that move. It's a nice move. I mean, his ult comes back every 76 seconds. It's a little while, but it's fine. And Ezreal is going to get red buff. That is a good idea. So, Ezreal is probably still ahead of Vayne at this point. Yes, by about 500 gold, 600 gold. It's all good. If my maths failed me there, please don't judge. My maths has been rather bad lately. Anyway, Shen is just free farming top. His ult is down and will be down for another while. Probably another 90 seconds. But Dragon is back and blue team looks like they might want to make a play for that. They don't know if there's any wards there though. They have no idea. It's all very scary for blue team at the moment. Meanwhile, purple team is just congregating around mid. Just sort of watching Lux back, mostly. But now Lux is gone. They're going to, do something else with their lives. They really need to have some more wards around the dragon area. And Ezreal looks at Dragon and goes, hey look, Dragon. Oh, good work, Thresh. You put a ward down. That is one problem I have with this Nidalee. She hasn't bought any wards. Blue team has not a single ward on their team. And they've probably gone back and bought recently since they're all sort of fairly low in gold. So, basic strategy to win game. Buy wards. This is a problem that one of my friends who plays Nidalee does sometimes. Where he goes, I'm Nidalee. If I put a trap down and they walk on it, I can see what they're doing. Yeah, but if they don't walk on it in Italy, they can't see anything. But, that's a strategy. It's certainly a strategy. And Vayne has completed her balk. Now she too can be a Swedish chef. However, Elise has been caught in by blue team. Oh, but she gets away. No, she doesn't! Altair kills her with the speed of an assassin. Also, Shen, with the speed of a ninja, kills the light. I guess if light is so fast, that's why the ninja caught it. Wait, never mind. Thresh is also down with a terribly bad pun from Kassadin. I'm going to blame Kassadin for that. And Vi is also in deep trouble. And Shinjob gets the kill. Meanwhile, Ezreal is trying to run, but with that many blue team behind him, not happening. And that is an ace by blue team for no deaths. Everyone is brought very low. That's just tragic for the purple team. But gold, not that separated. Dragon is still up? Did anyone get Dragon? I don't think anyone got Dragon. Pretty sure Dragon's still there. Hey, Dragon, you still there? Let's see. No. I completely missed Dragon being taken. I don't know how I missed that. I probably even said it. Who knows? Either way, Nidalee is being chased by wolves. Cat versus dogs, not great. But Nidalee kills a lizard with a spear because I've seen cats eat lizards and I know that's possible. Meanwhile, Lux tries to kill Shen. Oh, Shen is brought to very low health. 74, probably less than that because passive health regen. And Shen is just leaving. Meanwhile, Nidalee recalls out of there just before being snared and hooked and otherwise murdered. And everyone resets their lanes. Elise is pushing top with no Shen. What will stop Elise? Everyone knows the only thing that can stop a spider is a ninja, or maybe a person who has got infected by the void and is not happy about it. No, in fact, that doesn't seem to be working too well either. So, how are you going, Ezreal? You going alright? Yeah, your day's going alright. What about you, Lux? You going alright? You're just killing some wraiths. Oh, and Lee Sin has found blue. And he's like, hey, Cass, take the blue. It's delicious. It's nutritious. It gives you mana and cooldown. And Pickle Knight has destroyed bottom tower. Well done, Pickle Knight. I really like your name, by the way. It makes me just want to cover things in vinegar and pickle them. Maybe at night. Maybe that's just because I'm hungry right now. Who knows? Anyway, moving on very quickly. I digress a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. That's the story of my life, digression. Anyway, we've got blue team. They are pushing mid. They are just wandering around, but they're just pushing in the lane. Meanwhile, Ezreal, Vi, Thresh, and Lux, they should keep them back. Lux is a little bit low, but Lux being a backline character should be okay. Meanwhile, Elise, she realizes no one's coming for her. Well, Shen is, but she doesn't know that yet, I imagine. And an ult from Ezreal goes out. Ezreal is ulting whenever he can, much like Lux, as they should, I feel. And top tower has only 800 health left, but it's going down. They're just sort of positioning for a fight that's not happening in mid. That's okay. 500 health remains at top tower. And people are saying, get back. You gotta move back, yo. But the game at 25 minutes is still really even. 2 towers on the side of red team. That's pretty good. Red team is farming better. Oh, Elise, nice try. I respect your attempt. But being chased by Cassidy and Shen is going to be tricky even for an Elise. And a hook goes out but doesn't really achieve anything, so instead Thresh goes, you know what? I'm just going to take a soul. Meanwhile, Vi is getting some hits. Nidalee is brought very low. And Shen was... no, I don't know if Shen was going to come in. I think that may have just been Cassidy's ult or shiny purple things. Cassidy's shiny purple things. Yes, that is a thing. Thresh finds a minion, and he takes it to the tower, where everyone can enjoy it together. Meanwhile, Shen is pushing top, but that's not the problem right now. The problem right now is mid. Ezreal is brought down by Cassidy. Vi is brought down by Vayne. Middle tower is gone. They're going on to the tier 2. They are chasing. Cassidy does not want to give up that Lux. He doesn't have to, but Cassidy is going to have to give up his life. There he goes. Meanwhile, Elise, she's not giving it up. She wants that tower to do some damage. It's trying. Elise goes back and sees Lee Sin. That was a good jump. However, with that exhaust, she could be in trouble. Can she get... she gets Nidalee! Gets the triple kill! Well done. I'm very... she should be very happy with that, Elise. She should be very happy with that indeed. And meanwhile, Vayne and Shen, they can't take the tower. They've got no minions left. And Ezreal is coming in to support it. So yeah, you've done well, this guy, blue team. I meant to say blue this time. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my language anymore. Who ever really knows what's going on with my language? Anyway, Vi is pushing bottom lane. Just slowly pushing it back, keeping her away from that tower, getting the sweet, sweet gold. And Shen is pushing top. Everyone is just sort of going back, buying. We've got a Rabadon's SeiferKatt from Lux, and Cassidy's got the Rod of Ages and Needlessly Large Rod. He's probably going to go for a Zhonya's Hourglass next, which is very interesting. Not a thing that I would usually buy, but I guess with that extra armor to counter against that Ezreal is not a bad idea. Plus, with Vi, you know, it's good to actually get rid of that. So, you know, that way Cassidy can jump in the middle, kill someone, Zhonya's, get them to waste some ults, get them to blow some globals, and just generally be safe. So that's... You know what, I was going to say I wouldn't buy a Zhonya's on Cassidy, but it doesn't seem like the worst thing you could build on a Cassidy. It makes him a little bit tankier. And Cassidy is usually pretty squishy. Meanwhile, Cassidy is attacking top lane, but nothing's really happening there either. It looks like this game could be going... I reckon this game's going to go 47 minutes. That's my guess. This game is actually only a minute ahead of me, so I don't actually know if it's going to go for that long. Who knows? It could be a surrender vote in 3 seconds' time. But it's not, guys. We're continuing on. Meanwhile, Elise and Cassidy are coming back to mid. It looks like there's been a call to arms for mid. And blue team is pushing hard. They're doing a little bit of damage to the tier 2 mid tower. And Cassidy is just wandering around. Is Thresh going to try to throw a hook out there? I reckon he is going to try, but no. Both teams can see into that brush quite well. And here comes the hook. It missed. Oh well. I was excited for that hook. I thought that hook was going to be all the difference. I fear Lux at the moment has probably not enough AP to be that devastating force that she thinks she should be. Maybe even some cooldown reduction would be a good idea. Maybe going to the Athenes, but that's how I build Lux. And I mean, everyone's opinion is different. Meanwhile, a cocoon is thrown at Elise, at Nidalee rather, and Nidalee just bounces away like an adorable kitty cat. For some reason, I thought kitty cat Nidalee would be a funny idea, but then I realized that's just Nidalee in general. Oh well. And blue team takes the dragon. That puts blue team ahead. And with towers equalized, blue team is now going to just try and stop that minion wave. That is a big minion wave at bot, and unfortunately will not be making the tower. Someone is telling their team on blue team that, hey, blue's up. We should probably go get that. And a lot of farm for blue team right there. Vayne is now probably ahead of Ezreal. It's a general rule of thumb that if you've got a Vayne, she's either going to do really well or really badly. And as the game goes on, if the game goes on for too long, chances are she's just doing better and better. However, she is still very squishy with a very average escape. And by average, I mean she tumbles a little bit. Whereas if she dies, it's a big problem, whereas Ezreal probably has a better chance to survive with his Arcane Shift. Meanwhile, Lux is shooting minions, probably. There was maybe a goal of hitting someone, but unless it was Nidalee, who's just fully healed herself, not a big deal. Nidalee has also built a Sightstone now, so we should be seeing more wards from Nidalee. And she's also building AP, so she's going for more of a backup AP carry, which is about normal for what I found for support Nidalee. Meanwhile, blue team looks like they're positioning for Baron. I don't think they're going to do it, I think they're just positioning for it. But they're standing right on a ward, so purple team can see that happening. Meanwhile, Kassadin is not going to go help Nidalee. He just watched the cat go, meow, I'm a kitty! And he's just like, no, the Void doesn't care about cats. If there's one thing the Void doesn't give a shit about, it's cats. Meanwhile, blue team is maybe being surrounded, maybe they're surrounding someone else. And Baron gets aggroed by Ezreal Arcane Shifting. I like that. Extra damage on all sides. And that is Shen be first down. That is their tank down. That is a good start. Meanwhile, Vayne goes down. As I said, Vayne is going to be a hard problem. Kassadin probably next, or are they going to go for Lee Sin? Lee Sin does a kick. It's a good kick. And kicks some people out of the way. Meanwhile, Lux is out of the order, but without her ult... Actually, no, Lux is always good to have. And Elise wants this kill. Elise is following too far, but purple team is like, no, Elise, we've got it. This is Baron time. We should totally go Baron. So... Kassadin is picking up on that as well, having the wards there. Elise and Kassadin walk into each other. Elise misses with the cocoon, and Kassadin goes... Oh! There's the Zhonya's! It doesn't help. And the purple team is still going for Baron. It's 3,000 health. Can Lee Sin Smite steal it? He's gonna try! He's gonna try! He doesn't. And now he's just in the middle of an angry team. Shen is also back. He is after Vi. Vi is going to burn to death with an ignite. But Shen is going to die to spider babies. As what happens. And Lux is going to recall. Alright. And Elise has finally decided this is it. This is time to take top tower. This is my moment. This is my place in the sun. Time to shine. And other things that imply that she's having a good day. Meanwhile, blue team is not even at the halfway point yet. We've got a Ezreal ult that just happily hits Nidalee and just swings down the line. It misses Kassadin. But now Elise is going for the tier 2 top. And I think she's going to get it. There's nothing that can stop her. Her attacks have been slowed down a little bit. Her attack speed buff is down. But she's going to get the tier 2, which is very good. And she's just going to back off. Well done, Elise. Sato Chad. Oh, that's a Bleach reference, isn't it? I just realized. Anyway, I haven't read Bleach in years. Anyway, we've got Elise chasing after Nidalee and... oh! A lot of misses. Oh well. But are they going to chase that Nidalee all the way down? If they do, that'll be a bad idea, but they do not. They back off. Good idea, Lux and Elise. I respect your idea not to charge in blindly into the enemy jungle where you've got no wards. However, Vi is warding around. Good job, Vi. That's exactly what you should be doing at about this time. And purple team wants to take the tier 2 middle turret. I don't know if they're going to do it. I don't know if they got the force, but then again, they do have Baron buff for another... oh, they've got about half duration, so they've still got plenty of time. There's no need to make an aggressive play at this point. They are 2k gold ahead, and they are 2 towers ahead. So that's good times. Lux fires her ult. That is beginning to hurt, actually. And with Ezreal's ult following behind it, Miss Crown Guard and Mr. whatever the hell Ezreal's last name is, do a fairly good teamwork. They do a good teamwork, yes, that's a thing you say, with their global ults. There is rumours that the two of them are going out now. I don't know how I feel about that. Part of me thinks that's kind of sad because I like Lux and don't really like Ezreal, and part of me thinks that doesn't actually matter at all because they're fictional characters. Why should I give a shit? Because Lux is my waifu. Moving on in a rapid hurry. Baron is still up, and here we go. This is the top lane fight again. Elise and Shen fighting again. Nothing is happening. It's just, Shen doesn't want to fight, he doesn't have... oh, Shen's got a bit of damage with the Wit's End, I suppose. But really, nothing's happening. And blue team is just sort of positioning to take their red buff. Oh, I was going to say their wraiths. Are they really excited about their wraiths? But no. And Lux fires her ult off. That ult is coming off every 50 seconds now. Not bad. And blue buff is up, but I do not think Vi really cares at this stage. I think Vi is more concerned about seeing the rest of her team. Much like a 12-year-old excited to see his 12-year-old girlfriend, or boyfriend as the case may be. He ignores everything in his path just for something that doesn't really matter. I feel kind of good about that joke. Meanwhile, Nidalee is trying to do some things on the side, but it's not happening. And Israel's ult. I'm getting names mixed up again. Oh, Vi goes in. This is it. This is the engage. Vi is full on in. We've got Shen ults. Vi is leaving. Vayne is very low. Vayne is going to survive this. But they get a tower for it. Oh, wow. Israel is out, but Lux is running in the middle of blue team. That is not a good place to be running. And Thresh is being exhausted. He's down. Israel, you've got to run because they're going to chase you. This is the old death train situation. If they catch you, they're going to kill you. And 5 deaths for a tower, not worth it. Alright, so that went rather well for the old blue team. And they're going to get a tower as well, which really helps them out. Obviously. I mean, it's not like a tower is going to make the situation any worse. In fact, that equalizes the gold. There's 500 gold between them. So, without that Baron buff, the purple team had a bit of a problem. In fact, they're going to go for the tier 3 mid tower. Oh, they're going to go for it, alright. And they're going to take it. Altair has destroyed the tower. And they're going one further. They want the inhibitor. Purple team will be coming up very soon. They're going to get the inhibitor and then they're going to run. But are they going to run with all their members intact? Shen's the one furthest out and he's going to make it out. Good work, blue team. Very good work. And blue team is now ahead in gold and behind in towers, but they've got inhibitor, so that's what really matters. That's very exciting. This game is all over the place. I could not tell you who's going to win. I imagine both teams are probably thinking the same thing, but both teams probably have no idea of the gold difference. So, you know, there's no gold difference really. 100 gold at this point of the game is absolutely nothing. But still, my prediction was 47 minutes, and could this game end in 10 minutes? I still believe so. I still believe so. I mean, admittedly, the game could end in 2 minutes if all players of one team just wandered off. If they all just went, duh, at least spider babies! And purple team wants dragon, and they're going to take it, because when purple team wants a dragon, purple team gets a dragon. Aside from times when blue team got a dragon, but dragons have been sort of even on both teams this game, so yeah, it's... Oh, nice try, Thresh. Just go for... They just throw in hooks and snares out there, but blue team's not there. Meanwhile, blue team looks like they're positioning for something in their left-hand jungle, but nope. Purple team is being rather aggressive. They're rather pushed forwards, and blue team looks like they may be able to try and get around behind them. I mean, if you get Nidalee behind purple team, you got a definite advantage, but she's not going to take that risk. She's just going to throw spears from a distance, and we've got an all-in from purple team. I don't know. Vi goes in, Cassidy and Zhonya's, but that's not going to save him. And in comes Shen's ult. Shen was just taking top tower, but he's a little bit too late to save some people here. Probably the two most important. And Nidalee is going down as well. Nidalee needs one more hit. She takes it. And... oh dear, Shen. No. And they're going to go after Lee Sin. They're not worried about the tower. They want Lee Sin. And they're going to get Lee Sin. And the tower. They're going to get the tower as well. And that's 5 kills for O for purple team. That's an amazing fight. They're very happy about that. To fight at the tower, to get 5 kills, no deaths. I imagine they're going to keep pushing. Are they going to go for the game? Oh, they've got to try for the game. No, Lux is backing. No, she's not. This is it. They're going to try for the game. They're going to try to win this now. They've got 14 seconds before Vayne is up. 10 seconds till Cassidy's up. They're going for the towers. This could be game at 40 minutes. In fact, I'm pretty certain this is the game. Oh, the Nexus is falling too quick. They do not have enough players up. They cannot protect it. Elise dies, but that is win for the purple team. So congratulations, Grantamundo, Brizola, Dr. Tickler MD, bit of redundant, I just realised, Pickle Knight, and Sato Chad 1-on-1. And again, thank you again to Pickle Knight for, friending me so I could do this commentary. And that has been League Inspections, and I have been SeiferKatt, and join me next time in the Rift. See ya!